Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 138 now guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. So let's just jump straight into it. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the Character Editor All-in-One Vanilla Customization Pack. So what this mod does is it adds retextured horns for every single race under the Scars category and enables human face complexion for Dark Elves and other races. It also generally enables more face complexion options for every race. For example, orcs don't have to look grumpy all the time anymore. It also adds new hair colors and enables more eye color options, as well as new skin colors, and it adds all standard war paints for every race, as well as adding more eyebrows for humans and elves. This mod also enables some male hairstyles for females and the other way around. There's some new presets, and it adds new hairstyles that basically merge together the other hairstyles in order to create something completely new. Now I really like this mod because it completely branches out the character editor and allows for a whole bunch of new combinations and different looking characters as well. This mod is also great because of how compatible it is with other mods, such as beard mods and other eye mods that add more customization options. This one fit right alongside it, and it was very small as well, coming in at 2.83 megabytes. So if you want to have a full and unique experience and be able to have the most amount of customization options at your disposal, then this is definitely a mod to go ahead and try out. And that's definitely why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Character Editor All-in-One Vanilla Customization Pack. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Whiterun, A City Full of Life mod. Now the mod page reads that this makes the city of Whiterun feel wonderfully and full of life. New plant life and insects have been added to Whiterun to make it feel more alive now. There's also new birds and chickens that have been added to the city as well. No nav mesh has been edited, and objects have only been placed where NPCs don't walk. It won't make your game crash because of how meticulously it's been tested, and it has a small file size. Only vanilla objects were used, and it's safe to install and remove at any time. Now I really want to show you guys what the city of Whiterun actually looks like now that it's full of life, so let's begin a brief tour showing everything that this mod has to offer.
We can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thief's den. I can't stop now. I can't get this over my own.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 seconds right now. I'm gonna bloody your nose. No, please. I really don't have any money for it.
So as you can see, Whiterun has been completely overhauled to add more plant life, and I think it looks great. I originally thought that Whiterun looked a little bland whenever I first entered, but now that we have all of these colorful plants everywhere, it really makes the city come together, and it's really one of the most beautiful cities in my opinion. And that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Whiterun, A City Full of Life mod. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the To Say mod. Now if you've been a fan of this series for a while, you'll know that I covered the To Say mod whenever it was in its very early stages, but for those of you who haven't seen me cover it in a previous episode, To Say adds inconsequential dialogue to NPCs, constructed from the NPC greetings and miscellaneous lines from the same voice type. It is fully voiced using existing sound files from Skyrim Special Edition, and it aims to stay true to each of the NPC's character and stories, though some liberties are taken to add character depth. Currently, this mod covers the NPCs in Whiterun, Riverwood, Shorestone, and Karthswiston. Now, like I said, whenever this mod was in its early stages and it was featured in one of my earlier episodes, the NPCs that were only covered were the ones in Riverwood. But now that the miscellaneous dialogue has moved over to Whiterun and Shorestone, it truly overhauls the NPC dialogue system whenever you're going into those areas. You can really tell that a lot of time and effort was put into this mod because of simply how many people it covers. In Whiterun, you can go over and talk to every single NPC, and I guarantee you that every single one you talk to will have some new dialogue options and some new things to say to them. The features of this mod include the miscellaneous dialogue from the areas that I've mentioned, and it's fully voiced using the original game files. The player can now repair their relationship with Savannah Faendal after the Lovely Letter miscellaneous quest is complete, and a few additional miscellaneous quests can be found around Whiterun. You can now brawl with Nazim just because he's annoying you, and you can ask priests for the blessing of their divines. You can also ask guards about their city or settlement, and some early game followers now have some early game quest specific dialogue. There's also a new and immersive way to acquire Rock Splinter, which is a unique pickaxe Bethesda left out of the game. All in all, I think this mod adds a perfect way to add more immersion into the game and make you feel like you're a newcomer to the city, because you'll have more to say and do, and there's also more miscellaneous quests that follow along with it, so why wouldn't you want a mod like this? It just allows for more things to do in the city of Whiterun and Riverwood, so that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the More to Say mod. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the Ancient Refugee Snow Elf House. Now, the mod page reads that for a long time, nothing remained of the ancient snow elves. With their cities destroyed and their people killed, the only things that were left of this once great race were legends, until the Dragonborn found the Chantry of Ariel and met the now presumed last snow elf. This mod adds one of these ancient temples of the snow elves in the outskirts of Skyrim as a player home. The home is situated in a remote valley that escaped the destruction of the Nordic warlords. Although the inhabitants of the house did not survive the war, their home did. It is a small house with all crafting necessities except for a smelter. The house is meant to be small, nice, and cozy, with all the necessities near without having to backtrack through a huge manor or castle to get everything, which is one of my favorite parts about house mods. The small size of the home also means that there's no extra beds for followers or adopted children. The latter would be quite strange regardless, since the home is quite remote from civilization. This is no place to raise children in my humble opinion. This small valley is located in the Velohi Mountains on the border of Morrowind. The entrance is above the dwarven settlement of Kangrinsel. The location is called the Ancient Shrine, and as you can see as I'm walking around the house and showing you everything that it has to offer as well as the outside, you'll see that it is a very small house, but it's nice and cozy like it said, with all the necessities. It's more perfect for a Dragonborn who just wants to escape everything and just live up in the mountains for a little bit. So that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Ancient Refugee Snow Elf House. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Casanova Romance Overhaul. This mod adds new quests, new looks, new followers, and new marriage options. You no longer have to wear an Amulet of Mara before marriage or speak to a Marmal first. It also adds the ability to ask your friend, follower, or spouse to change their outfit, with a total of 38 new outfits added. There's also several changes to many of the NPCs in the game that allow them to be marriageable after completing certain quests, such as Freya is now marriageable after Dragonborn, Elenwen can be found at the Waking Skeever in Solitude, Vex from the Thieves Guild also has a new quest called Heart of Gold that makes her romanceable, marriageable, and a follower. Elsif also has a quest called Royal Protector that makes her marriageable and features a new faction and boss battle. You can start after you become the Thane of Hafingar and the Thane of Whiterun. Miri also has a new quest called Broken Shields that makes her marriageable and an evil or good follower. Feralda has another quest called Hybrid Destruction, which I'm doing right here, that makes her romanceable and marriageable and adds a new master level spell. Ingun Blackbriar also has a new quest called the Deadly Alchemist that forces the player to make a tough decision and makes her marriageable. Jirdur has a new quest called the Angry Lumberjack, which makes her a follower and marriageable, and Hroki also has a new quest called the Golden Haired Dragon, which starts after the Golden Haired Warrior, and Dragon Rising in the main quest that makes her romanceable and a powerful ally. Irileth from Whiterun has battle bonds that'll make her a lover, friend, or follower. You can start after the dragon is killed in Dragon Rising during the main quest. She will also have more to say to you. This allows for a full romance system for Irileth and Whiterun during the main quest. You can also marry people like Sigrid, Ulfina Greymane, Salma, and Nari. So as you can see, there's plenty of new content added with this mod, whether it be the new quests that you can do or the new people that you can marry. I never really chose to marry people in Skyrim, but now I may change that because there's way more options now, and you also don't have to have the Amulet of Mara anymore, so you can simply just ask other people to marry you and then arrange the wedding afterwards. And then also having the ability to ask your friend, follower, or spouse to change their outfit, and giving me a list of almost 40 new outfits. So those of you that are a fan of romancing in Skyrim, this is definitely a mod to check out because it's very small as well, coming in at 11.01 megabytes. So it's definitely a mod that's going to stay on my load order, and that's why it comes in at our number 1 spot. So I'd strongly recommend downloading the Casanova Romance Overhaul. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions to there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.